Alright. Hello, welcome back to Maedae in the Kitchen. I'm Maedae, and today we are going to make some pho. It is a Vietnamese dish, one of the most popular dishes. Yeah, we're going to make it in honor of my grandma. It is actually her birthday week. We are not 100% sure when she was born, but we've always been celebrating it on February 20th. So today is February 20th, and I'm gonna make some pho in honor of her. So if you want to see how it turns out, then let's get cooking. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get reminded every other beautiful Wednesday morning when I post new videos like this one. Also, be sure to check out my Instagram. I post when I go to restaurants, I post when I'm cooking at home, I post, I don't know, just a lot of behind the scenes, so check it out if you want to see me every day instead of just on Wednesdays. Alright, so I searched and searched and searched and searched to find the most authentic pho recipe. And to be honest, there aren't a lot of authentic pho recipes. Like, I wanted to find one from like a Vietnamese blog, food blog, and I couldn't really find anything. But I kind of compiled two together, and I'm going to base it off that, and we're just going to see how it turns out, because unfortunately my grandma never gave us a recipe or even had the patience to kind of teach us. So we were just able to taste it instead of helping her cook it. Alright, so the first thing that I am doing is I've already put my meat into my pot with water. I'm going to bring it to a boil and let it cook for about 5 minutes. This is just to get out all the icky stuff out of it, so like the blood or something like that, and then I'm just going to wash it off when it's done. While my pot of meat is coming to a boil, I am going to char my onions and my ginger, and then I'm going to toast my spices. Alright, so in order to char it, in order to char my onions, I need to first peel them. I didn't want to like cut it in half and everything because I want it to stay intact. That way it's easier to take it out of the broth when it's all done. Alright, so now I'm just going to hold it with my tongs and just place it over the open fire. So we have some nice charred areas in my onion. So I think I'm going to be done with this one and move on to my next one. Now we have my garlic, and I do not need to peel it. No need to peel it here. You can see some flames are happening. You can see I have a nice char on both sides. My meat is done boiling for the 5 minutes, and now I'm going to put it in my strainer and clean out the pot so that all that scum and nasty stuff is gone and we don't have to taste it. The next thing that I'm going to do is toast my spices. The 5 spices that you need to make pho are dried cloves, fennel seeds, coriander seeds, star anise, and cinnamon sticks. Alright, so I need 8 of these. 1, 7, 8. I need 6 dried cloves. I need 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds. I need 2 teaspoons of fennel seeds. And 1 cinnamon stick. Time to toast them up, and it should only take about 2 minutes. That does smell like my grandma's house when she would make pho. I mean, that's not the smell that it was all the time, but I'm going to put all my spices into this baggie, this little muslin baggie. It's like cheesecloth in a sense, but that way I can fish it all out and you won't have to taste like the hard stuff in the broth accidentally. Ah! I feel like this isn't gonna work. I can do it. Oh no. Ugh. Ah. Or dump it in here. And then there we go. Smart people over here doing our best. Ooh, it smells so good. They are so fragrant. 5 quarts. So that means I need 20 cups. So I need to do this 5 times. 5 times. 5 quarts of water are in my pot. I'm going to add my charred onions, my charred ginger, my spices, my meat, and some other stuff that I will mention as I go. My onions, ginger, my spices. So we still see some yucky, ooey stuff at the top, but as it continues to cook, we will just skim it off the top like that. My camera set up. Just the last thing I need to add is fish sauce and some sugar. It does ask for rock sugar, but I don't know where you can get that, and I kind of looked over the ingredients last minute, so I couldn't like order it online. So it does have an option for just normal granulated sugar. So 2.5 tablespoons of sugar and 1/3 cup of fish sauce. I'm going to bring that to a boil, reduce it to low, and let it simmer for a long time. Oh my heavens, I just left and I was like talking with my parents and stuff, and I forgot one ingredient. So this ingredient is not on the recipe that I found, but my aunt, which is my grandma's daughter, one of my grandma's daughters, she said that her mom, my grandma, would always put lemongrass in it. So I got a bunch of lemongrass. I just need to pound it and then put it in. Here's my lemongrass. Big ol' pestle, or is this the mortar? I don't know. I got it from my mother-in-law, and now it's time to use it. Releasing all those aromas. Okay, done with that. Now I'm gonna put it in the pot. And my camera. Oh man. Okay, so after 5 hours, no. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hours. It has been cooking for 7 hours. It is almost done. I think I'm going to push it to that 8th hour. So what I'm going to do is I am freezing the meat. I am making a fatai. My pronunciation. I am making a fatai. Fatai. I think that's how you pronounce it. My mom always tries to correct me. I don't know. Anyways, so that means that I am putting raw beef into the soup, and the soup is so hot that it'll cook the beef in it, and you won't be eating raw meat, but it'll cook it in the soup when you are ready to serve it. I'm just gonna prep the things and make the noodles. All right, so my noodles need to sit in warm water for about 60 minutes, which is perfectly fine because I have 60 more minutes of cooking my broth, so that's totally fine. What I'm going to do is just, I don't know, I don't really have to do anything with the Thai basil. That is just, you just pick it off and you crunch it up and throw it in your soup. Bean sprouts, same thing. You just kind of break them in half and just throw them in your soup, however many you want. This is mint, and look at that, it's all falling off. Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. But again, break it off and you just kind of crumple it up, rip it up, and throw it in your soup. This one, however, I do need to chop. And then I got a jalapeno, and I'm just going to slice that up. And then we have some limes, and then thinly sliced onions, And oh, and then toppings as far as like sriracha sauce or chili garlic sauce. I think it's hotter than sriracha. I don't really put that one in it. I put the sriracha in it. And then hoisin sauce, and this is like a plum sauce, so it gives it kind of like a sweet flavor. It's really good. I'll do the limes, onions, and green onions. So this is kind of exciting because Grandma's birthday. We made kind of this little agreement amongst my mom, sister, and me that every year for her birthday we will go and get pho. And I just thought this year, why not make it? And honestly, it wasn't even that bad. So maybe, you know, every year I'll just make it. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, it wasn't hard. Like, I just had to throw it together and then just letting it sit for how many hours is like super easy. So that's a lot of limes. So now my onion, just very thin slices. Honestly, that's probably enough. That's probably enough as well. There's not going to be a lot of jalapenos, so I'm just going to use this tiny little Tupperware. But yeah, glove for my jalapeno. Now I'm going to cut my meat. This cutting board is too small for it. Oh, my fingers are so cold! Okay, we are back and I just need to cook the noodles. So that's what I'm gonna do. I let them soak in warm water for 60 minutes, and now I just need to boil them, and it only takes about 2 to 3 minutes. It's a lot of noodle. Okay, so we're gonna add in some meat right now. You can have more, you can have a few pieces. You like a good amount. I like to have almost every bite with some meat in it. We'll put some bean sprouts on and some onions. And then some mint on top. Some Thai basil on top as well, and green onions. Maybe a few jalapenos if you just want that extra kick. It's different than, you know, your sriracha sauce. Just adds another flavor. And then we're definitely going to put, I love a lot of lime. So we'll probably be putting 2. And I like to stick my lime inside because it just likes to keep marinating in it. Oh, that's some sriracha sauce. And then we're just going to add some hoisin sauce. And this adds some sweetness to it. So I've plated it all as you guys just saw. And now I just kind of push my meat. I'm pushing it like a weirdo. I'm pushing my meat into the broth so that it cooks nicely because of the heat from the broth. The noodles are a little thicker than like the normal noodles at a restaurant, and I don't know if that's authentic or not because I mean at a restaurant it is Americanized. So these ones are a little thicker, but I mean it's still very tasty. The thing is like, I only remember pho from restaurants, so like I don't quite remember the pho that my grandma made. My mom and dad will probably be the better judge because they were older when they tasted my grandma's pho and everything, but I mean it's still really good and flavorful. If anything, I would probably add some more sriracha. I will. Ah, that was a lot. Very good. Oh, that was a lot of sriracha. Maybe I shouldn't have put that much. Mmm. This is good. Okay. I will go film what my mom's reaction is right now.
You don't want it. It's spicy.
It's good.
What? Try it, Mom. Give me your verdict.
I think I put too much sriracha in here.
Sriracha.
Sriracha.
I don't think you put any sriracha. It's called chili paste.
Baby, we're getting you some.
It's okay. I'm giving her the smallest ones. Look away.
So?
Okay, ready? Do you like that one?
Grandma May's was more flavorful for some reason. I don't know what she did, but this is good.
Lily is hungry. Okay, if you guys like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you can get reminded every other beautiful Wednesday morning when I upload new videos like this one. Thank you so much for joining me on this special video that I got to make pho on my grandma's birthday, and yeah, it's a great memory that I have of her cooking all day, making pho, and then us eating it. Well, she would cook other things too. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye!
There's something right here.
Yeah, it's a pimple.
Oh.
Jerk. Okay.